This segment's being sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
All right, guys, this segment's being sponsored by our friends over at Taylor's Archery. Y'all can find them at 100 East Lauderdale Street over in Tullahoma, Tennessee, or give owner Tracy Taylor a call at 931-563-7706 and let him and Cam and the rest of the gang take care of all your archery needs. Take some time and shoot in their indoor range and let them get you set up for all your summertime archery and get ready for that velvet hunt coming up as well.
I bet you they're staying busy right now.
You know what my tip of the week is?
They are.
My tip of the week.
It ain't time for tip of the week. You got to hold it. You got to hold on to tip of the week right now.
I can't help myself.
Hey, he's ready to go. Well, guys, we're fixing to go on over to the second segment. Now, you're working on your fish counter. I don't know what happened that first day. Chris Jack was trying to get the scoreboard fixed. He was fussing.
Yeah, I beat him like a stepdog that first day, but he beat me like a stepdog.
He turned around and got you back on day two, didn't he? So,
like he said, I got so sunburned it fried my brains.
Well, let's go over and check out segment 2.
All right, Chris Jack's hooked up. First fish of the day. It's a brown.
Brown.
Yeah, it's a fishy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a brown.
First White River Brown.
That's the White River Brown. Good deal. Here.
Man, I'm snagged.
First rainbow of the morning.
That's 2-0, folks, in case y'all are keeping score today.
That's 2-1.
You ain't called nothing.
It's a whole rainbow.
About 13 inches. Watch your line there.
All right. That's 3 up.
That's 5-3, folks. 3 up. And 5-3.
3-2, your favor.
Oh, man. We need a official scorekeeper today.
I am keeping. Oh, that's gonna make it 6-5.
6-4. Oh, 6-4. Oh no, folks.
Some hit the boat.
Anthony has lost the only fish we've lost the whole trip.
Man,
That one does not count.
I know.
Sorry, Anthony.
I know.
10-4, folks.
10-4.
Man, right there at Miller Hole, off the point, just above it, past the point. We got like 10 bites in a row.
Little rainbow.
Yeah. Oh, that's 9-4.
Folks,
I'm taking a beating today.
Anthony's taking a beat down today.
I sure have.
That sunburn yesterday cooked his
Brain.
brain.
That's a pretty good size right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. Probably 14. I'm tired of playing with you.
It's gonna be 10-4.
Smith here with Southern Woods and Waters. Going to kind of talk loud. We got some rapids right here, but this is day 2 of mine and Chris Dimmon's trout fishing trip on the White River with guide Chevis Dimon right here, and Chevis is Chris's son. A lot of people, y'all know me from the Brad Dimon Bike Fund. Chris is Brad's brother, Chevis is Brad's nephew, but Chevis, we have had an awesome time, brother.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Yes.
If they want to book a trip on the White River with you, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Well, what you do is you get on the internet and you look up Craner's Guide Service.
All right.
And you just go from there, and it'll be a tutorial on there you go through, and there'll be a phone number you'll call. It'll be a 188 number, and you call that one, and you can get in touch with Donald Craner, which is the owner and operator of Craner's Guide Service, and you just get a hold of him, and he'll put you right through the way of what we need to do to get you up here and get in a boat with us.
Okay. So if somebody wants to request you, that's okay too, right?
Yes. All you do is
and
just
y'all got several other guys.
Yeah. We have 7 boats that run all the time out of Craner's that are his boats, and he offers more. He gets any kind of guide you'd like. We offer big fish trips. We offer just rainbow family trips. Just about anything you can think of. We can do shore lunch right on the edge of the river at our lodge, Craner's White River Lodge, and we'll just get you taken care of. Come up here and hang out, have a good time, eat some good food, see some beautiful scenery, nature, and
catch some awesome fish.
Hopefully catch you a fish of a lifetime.
Because hopefully, folks, it looks like Chris and I, we're going to be booking again January or February, because you said that's the best time to come catch the big browns.
Yes, that's January, February, toward the latter part of March is when we can really focus on your dream fish, for sure.
All right, we're signing off from the White River. Chris won today, but we'll see y'all later. Thanks.
All right, guys, welcome back. Y'all had a great trip,
We
man.
did.
I mean, that just looked like a fantastic time. We've only got a second here, but what kind of bait were y'all using mostly?
Mostly either shrimp or just the white meat of the crawfish tail. We'd peel it out and use that. And it's a little thing, looks kind of like a tiny flathead, but it's called a sculpin.
Okay.
And the big browns, they love them sculpins.
I guess it looked like you had just a little weight up above it there.
It is.
Not much.
It was just I think he said it was like half ounce, I think it was.
Just like a small Carolina rig.
It was exactly right.
Right, the small Carolina rig.
Yep.
It rolls down through there.
Yeah.
When you throw, it'll roll
Keep
while
that
you're
bait
sitting
up above
still.
it just a little bit.
And it kind of rolls.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if I decide I want to go out of state somewhere and go catch some trout, I think I know where I might go
He's the
try
guy.
for a while.
And the scenery is, y'all saw the
I've seen
scenery.
it.
It looked
Great.
beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It looked
Yes.
beautiful.
It sure is.
Well, guys, let's get ready to go over and do this week's tip of the week. This week's tip of the week is being sponsored by our buddy Wes Stone over at Cryolite Real Estate Services. You can find him at 1432 West Main Street in Lebanon, Tennessee, or give Wes a call at the office there, 615-444-8200, and let him take care of all your real estate needs. All right, guys, speaking of Wes, I talked to him this afternoon. I talked to him a lot in the preseason. You know, he's a lot like us, Anthony. He's constantly out checking cameras and moving cameras and doing different things. But we were just talking this afternoon about, you know, how it's kind of that time every few weeks to move your cameras, reposition them, try to figure out where a buck is. Well, during the bow season, you pretty much know that your wind typically around here is going to be a south wind. Just like in the winter, it's typically going to be a north wind. Right now, it's typically south. So what you want to be doing right now is take in effect a south wind and go off the edges of your food sources and try to find trails that are leading to those food sources that would be advantageous in a south wind, and move your cameras around to those spots right now. Every couple of weeks, if you don't pick up on something that you want or the buck you're looking for, try a different spot and try to figure out where he's coming to that food source. If you know he's coming to that source, you can figure out where he's coming to it, but just know he's going to be playing the wind as he works his way to it. So just work work your way around and use that to your advantage. And when you figure out your setup, that'll tell you where to set up, be ready for a south wind during bow season.
You know, and right now too, Brandon, a lot of the bucks, they're in the bachelor groups, and they're not moving far when it's
Not
hot
far
like
at all
this.
right now.
So that kind of goes right into play what Wes said. You know, you may need to jockey those cameras around to find where they are.
Because he may not be moving a couple hundred yards a day, and your camera might be 100 yards from where it needs to be to pick him up.
This time of year, they may not move 100 yards all
Right, but it
That's
depends on who's cutting the field and if they got hay and there's food
What you got
plots.
in
There's
it,
a big difference. You know what I mean? You gotta
that's right.
incorporate all
Just
that.
find any food source, even if it's a natural food source, whatever it is. Right now, the key is food, and that's where they're usually heading in the evening. Even on your WMAs, public properties, I don't care if there's not food planted there. It doesn't matter. They are going to eat somewhere, whether it's a particular acorn stand or honeysuckle stand, persimmon stand,
or
whatever it might be, some kind of duckweed. You know, and you've got to figure out where they're going and put a pattern together with that. And these cameras help you do that
The
significantly.
last 2 weeks at home, if you got corn and it's got corn on the stalks right now, you know, everybody thinks they're in bean fields right now. At home, they are tearing cornfields up.
That's sure great. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to take another quick break. We'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.